Nyati do manisan. Nabagato panduaya.
The guy's saying, well, you know, my wife is a bit out of shape. Subhanallah. Brother, you look like a pear. You're worried about what your wife looks like. Are you worried about what you look like?
How much did you get paid to become a Muslim? I got paid a lot. So much in fact that I should be able to buy enough good deeds and a stronger iman so I could get into Jannah, inshallah.
When you're at a party but it's time to pray, so you end up in the bedroom with random depadas.
You watch anime?
Yeah?
No way, I never would have thought. You don't look like you watch it.
What do you want me to look like?
진짜 어떡해.
بابا مش الكشري بتاع مصراوي إذا أحلى من بتاع ماما؟
بس ما تقولش لماما.
Only Hijabs understand this struggle at the train station.
Oh my god. Everyone, the neighbor is putting up the shaitan monuments again. Where is the Quran?
Baba, can you relax? All he did was put a scarecrow outside.
Scarecrow? Well, clearly it's more than a scarecrow because I am a human being and I'm terrified. Ya khara.
Baba, he's not doing anything crazy. Please relax. Also, those spiderwebs you were yelling about earlier today, those are fake. Please don't call the exterminator like you did last year.
So he can call TSA on me whenever he wants, but I can't call the exterminator. Okay, fine. This year for Halloween candy, we're doing dates and labna. And if we have leftover kuba, we can throw that in the pot too.
Grow a long beard, brother, it's sunnah. A long beard, I can't even have a short one. But inshallah, one day I will be able to grow a decent beard.
I should really take the chicken out the freezer. If I don't take the chicken out the freezer, I'll be dinner.
Yahabla the chicken.
Your name sounds Arabic. Do you speak the language? Well, not really. My dad is Arab, but my mom's American. بحكي عربي شوية. Being bilingual is a requirement for this position. أنا بحكي عربي كتير منيح. أنا أقرب لطرف أبي بكتير من طرف أمي. يعني فينك تقول إنه العربي تبعي أحسن من الإنجليزي حتى.
There is one thing that I wish everyone can do, Islamically wise, to always make dua for whatever you want. Always understand the power of dua. I mentioned this once, is that whatever you're making dua for, Allah put it in your heart to make that dua because He wants to grant you that dua. But regardless, if you have a dua that you're praying for and you feel like it's impossible, this is like beyond crazy, like I'm making this dua and Allah's not gonna accept it from me, you know, like this dua is, it makes no sense, like, you know, whatever. Stop having that doubt. Stop having that doubt and truly believe that Allah can make the impossible possible. The impossible possible. And please be reasonable with it too, you know? Like, don't be praying for like insane stuff, but like, just know that whatever that you truly desire within your heart and you're truly turning to Allah and asking Allah for it, Allah won't deny that. Allah's a giver. Allah loves you, so He'll give it to you.
Mans jumped straight into it. She's so cute, I'm going to eat her. Oop.
Remember what we did the other day on it? This one? The Subhanallah. You see how it's 1, 2, 3? Each part of your finger?
Thank you for the sushi. Thank you for the sushi.
Pray for the kids that don't have food, the families that don't have food. And when we die, do we want to go heaven or hell?
Hell. I mean, hell. What can you do?
You can ask for whatever you want, but make sure whenever you ask for one thing for yourself, ask for 2 things for other people. You don't even have to say it. God already knows what you want.
How?
He just knows everything.
He can see inside your brain.
Yeah. Yalla say Ameen.
Ameen.
For Islamic etiquettes when you're knocking at someone's door, only allowed to knock up to 3 times. If they don't answer, then you leave. And in between the knocks, you take a little break. When you've knocked, you step to the side so that way you don't see inside the house and maybe see something you're not supposed to. 3, when they ask you who it is, don't just say me. Say it's Adil, so that way they know exactly who's there. And the 4th one, if they tell you this is not a good time or to leave, you have no rights to be upset.
Always talking about what he wants to just lips on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine. No, I don't wanna meet you nowhere. I don't want no scrubs.
Last minute decided to film myself going across the stage at graduation. I was so nervous waiting. Finally, the moment. Had to grab a selfie with the president. Got a big laugh. Mission accomplished. Felt so naughty, but had to be a clown one last time.
نجما يشع بأنفاد وأطيار عروسة النور تاج البدر يبرزها نجما يشع بأنوار وأنوار مبارك زوجها.
I choose to cover this way, it's because I am fighting against a systematic oppression against women in which women's bodies are being sexualized and objectified. This is a different perspective and a different form of empowerment in which I think when I'm in public, my sexuality is in my control and people have to deal with my brain and who I really am and not judge me by my body. And if we want to really talk...
ألفاظها فرحة تروى بأمطاري كذاك شيماء تسقي الروح بهجتها وتنتقي حبها من غير اختار كذاك شيماء تسقي الروح بهجتها وتنتقي حبها من غير اختار.
القرآن نزل بالعربي لسبب عشان الناس اللي مثلك أو مثلك يفهموها بس للأسف ما فهمتوها. الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام غير ستنا عائشة كل نساءه كانوا مطلقات ومرملات. ستنا خديجة اللي من أفضل نساء العالم كانت مرملة وعندها أولاد و15 سنة أكبر من الرسول لما تجوزت. يعني عم بتقولي إن أولادك أحسن من النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام مثلا؟ وعلى فكرة أنا كنت متجوزة لولد مثل أولادك وعيلة مثل عيلتك بس رجعته لأني أنا بدي رجل ما بدي ولد.
Why I went from Satanist, atheist, to Muslim Part 1. Zakat. One of 5 pillars. 2% of your yearly wage to charity. If the world did this annually, especially billionaires, wouldn't it be a near-perfect world? Impossible to still have full continents of starving children.
I've heard plenty of horror stories, but nothing's ever scared me like this one. This is based on a true story. This story happened in Kuwait. It's about a musician called Noura and her team. They used to play Arabic instruments at weddings. One day they had a wedding and so they got prepared and went to it. When they got there, they started playing their instruments and the kids, the guests, and the people started dancing with joy, as every wedding. But as the night went on, Noura's co-worker started getting a weird vibe. They all started realizing that the people never stopped dancing. They'd been dancing for hours and never took a break. Although that was weird, they decided they'd keep on playing because that was their job. But only half an hour later, they realized something else. Everyone's legs were horse legs. At that point, they knew this was not a normal wedding, and these were not normal people. These were jinns. They were ready to leave the house immediately. Their shift ended at 12 a.m., but they ended up leaving at 4. Because that's what the jinns wanted. Noura and her team members all went back to their homes. And the following days, they wanted to go see the house again. When they got to the house, the neighbors asked them, "What are you visiting?" This is an abandoned house. It's been abandoned for many, many years. They went into the house and realized that it was dusty, under construction, and looked like no one had lived there for years. Shortly after this, Noura quit her career, and a few years later, she passed away.
When Allah said,
من أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا ونحشره يوم القيامة أعمى قال رب لم حشرتني أعمى وقد كنت بصيرا قال كذلك أتتك آية.
I'm so mad. I was gonna collaborate with a brand and they asked me to compromise my hijab. They asked me what product I wanted and I said I wanted the black one. 2 weeks later, my package finally arrives. I open it up and it's bright blue and yellow. My friends said I looked like Flounder. I told them that I had the wrong color and they said, "Oh, are you not happy with it?" I would like to also state that this is activewear. The only gyms in my area are mixed. I don't need to be grabbing extra attention. I told them that I was uncomfortable with this and it just didn't fit where I was in my hijab journey. They left me on red, so I followed up. And they told me to send some cool pictures and post them on my social media. Like, ma'am, I just explained to you I'm not comfortable wearing that with hijab. I sent them another message and I was like, hey, I'm not compromising my hijab for you. And they go, oh, okay, we won't collaborate. Then since they sent me the wrong thing, they asked me to ship it back to them. You want me to pay for that? And they're Muslim. The math ain't mathin'.